Well, a very good evening to each and every one of you, and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester. How the heck are you?
Do you know what? You always interrupt me. She always interrupts me when I'm doing a link. Is that because I is better than you?
Yes.
Yes. I'm very good, thank you.
Go on, well, what was your link going to be?
I was just going to say that we've got a really good show, as per usual. If you are a regular, and you will know that we do some good stuff on this show.
101 shows today.
101, it's like Dalmatian City. Is
Cruella.
What inspired your outfit, love?
She's dressed as a zebra crossing. Now, we have got some fabulous guests for you today. We really, really have. It's just non-stop. So click on the dingle-dongle bell, that little bell there. You can
Subscribe,
see it. Subscribe, and sit back and get ready for our titles as we bring you another episode of Your Manchester. Do you like our nice bottles?
Do you know, I really, really do. Are we getting ready for Pride?
We are getting ready for Pride. We've got a massive show for you next week about Pride. But this is from a lovely company called Be Hydrated.
Oh, see what they did there.
Yeah, see what they did? Yeah.
Hydrate.
And then we've used this lovely scarf from Ollie and Fred.
Oh, now, Ollie and Fred, remember when she came on?
Yes.
Really
And
good.
they've adorned our lovely, lovely set. Now, both these items are available from the Canal Street online shop, and you can get them there, and you get a lovely discount if you go there as well.
Oh, I love it. I love a bit of a discount.
I do. Do you ever fight like a girl, though?
Only when No Shit Shell comes out.
Oh my God, there we are. There's our first bleep. Lovely. Anyway, let's meet our guests, everybody. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shireen Ashton.
Hi, I'm Andy Pilkington.
And you are from something fabulous called Fight Like a Girl. What
Well,
is
it's
that?
Fight Like a Girl too, I believe.
It's the second one.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. We had the first one last December, and now it's the sequel.
Oh.
Well, it must have been popular. What's it all about?
So it was inspired by two women I knew, one of them being my aunts, one of them being my friend, both of whom battling cancer. So we decided to put on 3 nights of plays and performance poetry to raise money for Cancer Research UK. So we did the first one in December and made over 1,400 quid. So we're back for the sequel this time. Again, massive cast. I think it's like 30 actors, directors, writers, all giving up their time for free to do it.
That's amazing. So what are we expecting to see?
Well, Shireen's in a play.
I'm in one of them.
Are you? What are you in?
So I'm in one called Bosworth
She's
Field.
very pretty, isn't she? I don't like it, honestly. I've never felt so much like a minger. Honestly. Yeah, come on.
She never says that about me.
It's because I can't see you. No, come on.
So I was in the one last year. I did the first Fight Like a Girl, which was amazing. It was a great experience. And I did a beautiful piece called Rainbow that was about child loss.
Oh.
So this one I'm in this time is a bit of a farce about Richard III. So it's nice to do something light and comedic.
Comedic,
It kind of lifts it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of things can we expect from yours, apart from like the laughing? Is it a one woman or you?
No, we've got an all-female cast.
Oh.
So
That's
it's kind of
fantastic.
turning the script. The script's really good as well, and we're kind of turning it on its head a bit. So that should be
Fabulous.
fun. But all the plays, it's all new writing that's never been seen before.
Yeah.
They're about 10 to 15 minutes long, aren't they?
Yeah, there's 8 plays in total each night, so they're like 10, 15 minutes. We literally jam it in, and then we have a guest performance poet each night. But they kind of range from, we have moving plays as well this time, but then we have all the way to Shireen's play, which is just like a female Monty Python in a sense.
And who chooses what goes on that night?
We
You
had
do?
we had the first time round we had 35 plays sent to us, and then we had an amazing review, and it was sold out. So we got 200 plays sent to us this time.
Well, Andy, tell us then, kind of like you raised what £1,400.
Yeah.
How important is that money to the charity, and what's it meant to your family who you did this
Well,
kind
it
of
makes
for?
a huge difference because obviously, all the money helps. You know, I know it's not huge amounts on the scale of things. It's not going to suddenly cure cancer or anything like that, but it relies on people putting on these sorts of shows to give them money. It meant a huge amount to my family because it was on in December, but in the November, my auntie who inspired it passed away, so all my family were there. And my auntie knew the shows were going on, so at least she knew that we were going to do an amazing thing, and it was a great kind of sense of release for us because it was a really funny night and we were able to laugh a bit and kind of enjoy and celebrate her life rather than, you know, be
And I
miserable
hope you
without it.
raised a glass to her.
We raised many glasses. We were absolutely off our tits.
So what does it mean to you then, being part of such a wonderful, heartwarming night?
It's amazing, and just the money we raised. My mum was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, and she came to the play having just gone through chemotherapy and having a lumpectomy as well, and just before she was having radiotherapy. I mean, now she has got, you know, it hasn't spread or anything when she got her results, but to have been going through that journey as a family myself, and then when Andy put the call out, I just knew I had to do my bit for the charity, because all the NHS and all the staff we dealt with were incredible, and to have money go to that charity. We all know someone, don't we? You know someone who's been through it, or people who know someone else who are going through it, who've lost someone, and it is really important.
Oh, brilliant. Now tell us where we can see this then, because we want to come and see it.
It's on 15th to the 17th of August at the King's Arms in Salford. So you can either go to their website to get tickets, or we're on Facebook and Instagram at Fight Like a Girl Theatre. All the links are on there.
Well, thank you very much for coming in
Thank you for
today.
having
Oh,
us.
good luck with it all. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Right, well, we're handing over now to our lovely Hayley. She's got some wonderful information about a potential new Austin Powers.
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to On The Box. I'm here, back on my beanbag. It's been a month and I'm really excited to be back in the studio. Now, Bear Grylls is working on a new show, and it means that cameras will be following groups of contestants as they negotiate rugged terrain stretching over 417 miles. Drag SOS, Cheddar Gorgeous on there, has said that they are hoping for a second series. And in the next series, they'd like to show what the outfits mean and how they represent that person and their story. Now, Rylan, he reckons that Netflix will be the perfect place to revive Big Brother. What do you think? Let me know. Drop me a tweet at HeyKate and also at YourMCR. Now, One Born Every Minute has been axed by Channel 4 after nearly 10 years, just due to the audience numbers dropping. Austin Powers director Jay Roach, he's revealed that a fourth film may be on the horizon. I mean, can you believe that Goldmember came out 17 years ago? Coronation Street has exciting plans for their 60th anniversary, but obviously at the moment, bosses are keeping a tight lip. I will let you know when I know. Now that's it from me. Have a good week. Bye.
Oh, well, I do hope that comes off. I do
I
like
do.
a bit of Austin Powers.
Absolutely.
Well, we have got a special guest in the studio. In fact, we've got two special guests, but a very special man has made a return because he made such an impact on us last time.
It was good, wasn't it?
Absolutely. He's from Invisible Manchester. They do some great tours around the city centre, and they train people who found themselves on the streets, and they do these incredible tours. They are incredible people. Danny, you're the man that I'm talking about. Welcome back to your Manchester.
And we've got a new recruit, and this is our Laura.
Laura,
Hey.
welcome.
Welcome. First time on our show. You were here last time when we had all the tarantulas and the snakes, weren't you?
Yeah, and you really terrified me. But
Terrified me.
Thank you very much for inviting us back. And
It's such a good thing that you're doing, though.
It's a great honour to be, to come back.
No
and
problem at all.
You had so many great stories last time about how you got involved in Invisible Manchester, and now you've got like somebody you can take under your wings. You've got Laura, and how excited are you about getting involved with this project?
Oh, I've been involved for the past few months now,
Yeah.
and it just gets more and more busy, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying every single part of it. which
Now, the
is
tours
awesome.
you do are quite different
Yeah.
depending on each
Yeah.
person, is that right?
Yes, yeah. So initially when I first joined up back in January, February time, just to see what it was all about, I initially had the idea of food and drinks,
Okay.
and then it ended up going back into history instead, which just incorporates many different areas.
Oh, fabulous! Because what we're doing is like you're taking people on a tour of different places in Manchester,
Yeah.
and we can all kind of see the ones like Beaton Tower, Central Library, things like that. But these are special areas that mean something to you guys, aren't they?
Definitely.
Yeah, and what we do on the tours, when me and Alice first started it up in Manchester,
Yeah,
we started in Edinburgh, but Alice brought it down here.
yeah.
And we give everyone a clean sheet that, you know, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. Everyone picks their own tours. We back them up with training and information for going into the libraries and museums. The Manchester Museum has worked fantastic with us to help train other tour guides.
That's what I love is these, because we've been given you flyers and we'll try and get these up for you to have a bit of a closer look at. But it does tell you on each leaflet what you're about to kind of get, so you
Yeah.
can pick and choose.
Yeah.
And what have you found the response has been like, Laura?
So far from the practice tours, the launch one what I've done, and also paid ones as well, the feedback is just so astonishing right afterwards, because I don't miss out part of my life. I tell everything about my life, and from the age of 16, 17, I'm now 34 this year.
And how does that feel when you're telling people about your life, though?
It's actually quite interesting because it's making me better as a person, and it's helping me to deal with a lot of demons from when I was younger.
And Danny, you're going from strength to strength as well, aren't you? Because you've brought out a book now.
Yeah, I'm quite thingy at the moment, a little bit buzzing at the moment about
So
my
you
book.
should be.
Yeah, because you just had a little
the-
folder last time with all like your poetry in that you
Yeah,
came and
yeah,
shown
I
us.
still have that with me on the tours
Yeah.
type of thing. But the book has just been published thanks to Invisible Cities.
Yeah.
That have helped me to publish it. The book is £10 a book,
Yeah.
but all that money is returned and then split between Invisible Manchester and the Boo Centre.
Will you read us one of your lovely
Yeah, of course
pieces
I
on
will,
this?
yeah.
I'll just flick through at random. And I'll turn to the one that I turned the page over on just before we started filming. There you go.
I've got to sell this book tomorrow, so I don't want that page turned.
Oh.
Oh dear. Come on.
This poem is called Friends. Friends we have never go away. We hold them in our hearts with an eternal flame. The memories will always be there because our friends never go away. They're in our hearts, they're in our souls, and we'll never let them go. So when you have to keep on smiling. They have moved on, but hold their memories true, and they're looking down at you from their heavens above. So let us hold our heads up high to the sky and remember them we've loved with pride.
Beautiful.
So I probably messed that one up as well.
Beautiful. So if people are wanting to come on these tours, where would you suggest, how do they get in contact?
On our leaflets, on our brochures, there is booking instructions on the back.
And you can meet
to-
at the Manchester Cenotaph, believe you, every day.
Yeah. And,
Fantastic.
yeah, so it's been a fantastic year.
Well, you keep
personally.
going because it is wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for
Brilliant.
coming in today.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. Thank you. Cheers. Well, did you know out of all the museums that there is in Manchester, there is a lovely one called the Church Museum, and it's fantastic. But as Gareth here, our guest, is about to explain to us, it's moved.
I know it's moved, and I said to him that I was about to go there because me and my husband always pass it on Cheetham Mill Road and go, we'll go with the kids. If we'd have knocked on the door and it said closed, we'd be like, where is it? So where is it now?
So we're now based in Central Library,
Right.
here right in the centre of town, so it's a great opportunity for us. I don't know if you've heard, but they've just announced the library now gets over 2 million visitors a year.
Gosh.
So
Wow.
for a smaller museum like ours, we usually get about 10,000 visitors a year. To suddenly have that number of visitors,
Yeah, the footfall.
yeah,
Amazing.
it's a really exciting opportunity for us to be in town.
And within the museum itself, when it's in situ in its permanent place,
Yeah.
what is there for people to see?
The main attraction is that we're based in a historic building, so it's a former synagogue. It's the oldest existing synagogue building in Manchester, and that's the reason that we've closed it, because it was so old. It was getting tired, it was in need of restoration.
Yeah.
So we've taken the opportunity to close the synagogue. We're doing a restoration project to return it back to its former glory.
Wow.
When it was originally built, it would have been really spectacular. I don't know
When
if
was it built then?
so 1874 it
Going
when
back
it was
that far?
originally built, yeah. So what, nearly 150 years?
Yeah.
And so as you can imagine, it was getting a bit tired, the leaky roof and all of that sort of stuff. And also because the community, as it grew, it didn't have as much money at certain points as it did when it built the building. All of the gold paint was painted over brown. So nobody's ever really seen it in the true splendour that you would do when you saw it when it was originally built.
That's going to be so exciting when
So
you
we're
get
going to
see
renovate
that.
it back to its original splendour. All the gold paint will be put back in, and we'll have a brand new extension as well. So there'll be new galleries, a cafe for the first time, so you'll be able to come and get
Brilliant.
chicken soup, Jewish penicillin. You'll be able to come and heal all your ills. When you're a bit hungover, you'll be able to come and get some chicken soup,
I
make you
love
feel
that.
a bit better.
So tell us about some of the exhibitions then that you've got when you're now based at Central Library.
We've got an amazing space in the library. They've given us the lower ground floor space. It's close to where the theatre used to be underneath the library,
Oh,
if
yeah,
anyone's
fabulous.
Great
remembers
space,
going to
wasn't
that. So the main attraction there is we've worked with an artist to create an amazing story selector. So basically what you can do is people can go and visit and they can choose what sort of story they're in the mood for. So they can make selections, and that will choose them an object from our collection, which they can then use to learn more about the community and about what life was like, particularly in Cheetham Hill, which is where the museum was based. And
And as you said, you know, it's been around for so long, so there is a real core of history. there.
Absolutely, and it's really relevant to everyone. I think that's the thing that we're trying to change with the new museum, is
Yeah.
making sure that the stories that we tell at the Jewish Museum, the stories we tell are Jewish stories, but they're universal to everyone, especially with Manchester being, you know, Manchester is a migrant city. It's a city that values diversity, and so all of our stories about people that chose to come to Manchester and become Mancunians.
And are there all kind of like exhibits as in kind of like old relics, for want of a better
yeah.
word?
So you can come and see items from our collection, and our volunteers will tell you those stories and tell you all about them. So yeah, you can get hands-on with the collection.
That's really good.
And you can come and just learn more about the plans for the new museum as well.
I was
So-
going to say, like a lot of exhibits and things that you go to, this, when it finishes even at the library, it can only be seen again, only in a different and larger, grander scale then, can't it?
Absolutely. So this next 18 months really is about building excitement for the new museum, because a brand new museum for Manchester, a new museum that's all about that diversity and multiculturalism that we love so much about Manchester,
Yeah.
and a chance for us to really celebrate everything that's great about Manchester in a brand new museum for the city. Just ask for the Jewish Museum in the library and they'll direct you to
And
our
it's open
space.
now.
Downstairs.
Yeah, it's there,
open
ready
now.
to visit now.
Well, there's no excuse for me not to come now because I know where you live for now.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you very much for
No,
coming
thanks
in
for
today.
having me.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, that is all we've got time for on this week's episode of Your Manchester. It's been fantastic.
It has, but it's going to get even more fantastic next week when it's Jerry.
That's right. We are taking you to the red carpet launch of Hook Mill's very lovely production of Jerry Springer, the opera.
I thought we were going to see the Spice Girls.
The what?
Jerry Halliwell.
Better shoes, yes. Lot better shoes. And then we are back from there the week after as we go into mega deep fried preparation time. Oh yes. So get everything rainbow that you own and make sure you get yourself settled and ready to watch a load of programmes from your favourite YouTube channel here in Manchester. It is, of course,
Your Manchester. It makes me feel like I'm in the Jazz Singer. Sorry. It really does, in the Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond, and it was like, oh, chicken soup. It's known.
I love the way you went to Neil Diamond rather than Al Jolson for the Jazz Singer. Very good.
Well, I have history with Al Jolson.
Do you?
Yeah. Shall I tell you, in my early days as a child, my
don't
mum
remember.
used to black me up as Al
Leave it,
Johnson.
right. So anyway,
Moving on.
And I used to do man.
so what exhibits do you... That'll be cool. What exhibits do you have in the museum? We're not putting... No.
Full disclosure.
California, here I come. Yeah. I know all of Al Johnson.
That video's out
Yeah.
there somewhere.
Do you know,
When you
probably
make it
is.
big,
Yeah.
that's going to be.
Oh,
they'll,
no.
they'll
Honestly,
do
it was
it'll
child
be an
cruelty.
expose. You'll be
You
front
just
page
kind
of
of
the
go,
Daily
why
Mail.
would you? Why would you put a wig on her and black her up? Everyone else was doing Annie. And then all the other kids were like, what are you? And I'm like, Al Jolson. Go on, Stu.
So what exhibits do you have in this museum then?
Let's go. Right, go on. Right.
Who has designed a machine, basically, that allows you to choose what sort of story you want to hear about. So you make a selection.
I'm sorry. I'll just have to
All you
stop
can see is her face, blacked up.
Dressed as Al Jolson.
Sorry, I was just really going then. We usually are more professional than this.
Oh, don't worry.
All the things to talk about. Of all the things.
The moment to confess.
Why would you say something like that?
It's the truth, and that's what he did to me.
No, not yet. She's nowhere near ready. This is just adding another half hour onto our time.
Got it.
From my question. Okay?
Right, okay, well, we're right.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm
Nearly lost the lash then.
Right, exhibitions. Yeah.
You ready? Rolling? Ready? Rolling?
Don't keep saying that.
Oh, stop it now. Stop it. This is not good. Oh, I need a tissue. Have we got any tissues anywhere? No,
We
we
don't.
don't. Oh, dearie me.
We never coped with the guests. We coped with each other, but we never coped with the guests.
No, I'm not. I'm just not.
Still not
I'm
there.
so sorry, no. I can't breathe. I'm just, every time I look at you, I just think of you with this wig on. Your mother's made you dress up like.
When I get my phone back, I'm going to send you the picture.
No, don't.
I am.
Oh.
I am. Yeah.
I was dressed up as a paper boy and I was really excited. I thought I'd get a satchel. My mother actually put me in newspaper and stuck me together with sellotape. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, but yours was for fancy dress. Mine was for a talent show.